most important part of every single YouTube video. If you get this one thing wrong, then your video flops no matter how good the video was. Now, my intro retention is around 65 to 70%, and the average on YouTube is around 59%. Now, most people, they fail on YouTube because they don't understand the depth behind creating an intro that people actually want to watch. And one of the main reasons of how I was able to grow so fast on YouTube across multiple different channels is simply the hook. And there is a deep psychology behind YouTube intros that most people don't tell you on the surface. Now, this is all of the intro knowledge that I've gathered by posting over 1,000 videos across 4 different channels over the last 3 years. Now, here's how to make a killer YouTube intro to blow up your channel. But before we begin, it's important to understand that an intro isn't just one element. So let's go to part number 1, fundamentals. You have to deliver and make it clear that you are giving them exactly what they clicked for. As soon as a viewer senses that something is off, that the video might just be a little bit different than what they clicked for and what they were expecting, then they're just going to click off. So when somebody actually clicks on your YouTube video, the job is half done, but now the question is, can you actually deliver? So you're going to want to make sure to explain exactly what it is that you're going to talk about in the video. And also a very important thing, you want to link that to the thumbnail and the title. Because if you fail to do that, nothing else will help you. The thing to understand here is I've tested so many different formats, so many video styles, so many different pacings. And it's not that speaking quickly is going to make a good intro. It's not that, fast editing and fast cuts makes a good intro. Because I've had videos with fast cuts perform worse than the videos where I'm just sitting and talking for the first 5 seconds. It's really about setting the right viewer expectations with your thumbnail and title and then delivering properly on that. So now let's talk about scripting. So I full script most introductions just to leave no room for error. And I find this to be a lot better because just freeballing, sometimes you make mistakes, sometimes you say something you didn't want to say, or you don't say something that was really important. So that's where it is crucial to have some sort of scripting. Now keep in mind, I only script the intro of the videos. The rest of the video is not fully scripted, so I'm not reading off a teleprompter, but I just have key points that jog my memory. Now this is important because you do need structure throughout the rest of the video and not just the hook. YouTube is actually a game of odds, and it's up to you to shift those odds in your favor. And the way you do that is by really thinking about every single piece of effort, every amount of energy and time that you spent before a video, before you hit upload. Because the truth is, people only start to care about the video after they press publish. After a video is published, it is done. Right? You can't go back, you can't change anything, and the outcome is definite, right? The only thing that you can change is what you do and what happens before the video is uploaded. So you want to put all of the odds on your side every single time. Now, there have been a lot of times where I freeballed the intro and then I went back to edit and I just thought to myself, like, I could have said this in a much better way. Just by me saying this sentence instead of this one at this time, I already lost so many viewers. So that is why planning and structure beforehand is the game changer. Now, if you watch my videos, you are going to become a top 1% creator. And I'm excited to have you here as part of this journey. Let's get it. Now, part number 2, psychological concepts. Now, let us get into some more advanced concepts. So let's talk about loops, right? We have open loops and closed loops. So what a loop is, it's a piece of information that you almost have to finish. You can't just stop there, but you have to know what's happening next. So for example, the reason that you're still watching this video, among many other things, is that we had an open loop at the beginning. Something to say to create an open loop is something like this. In this video, you are going to learn how to make a killer intro that will blow up your channel. And each part is essential to understand the next part. So you can't just skip parts, but you have to follow along. That single phrase is something that sets expectations for the viewer. Usually a viewer is thinking, I can just skim past this video and watch maybe step 2 and a little bit of step 1 and none of step 3. But that is wrong. That is going to lead to low intro retention, low watch time, and just the guy who's just not serious and just skipping through your video. But instead, if you set the right expectations, if you say something that makes someone think, the viewer think, that they have to watch this whole video, that is the idea here. It's almost like a cliffhanger in TV shows or movies. At the end of a episode of a TV show, something happens, but they just didn't come to a conclusion and you just want to watch the next episode. So open loops are all about creating something that the viewer wants to see later in the video. And you also have to make it clear that they can't just skip to that important part, but they have to watch all the way through just to understand everything. So there are many different intro styles that you can use for your videos. I've used many of these different times and rotated between all of them, and I'm going to explain each one. So the first style of intros goes like this. It is a interesting concept intro. So you talk about, okay, this is the Japanese mindset that changed my life. This is the 1991 rule. Now, there's one habit that changed my morning routine forever, and I'm going to tell you what it is. This is an intro where you basically talk and reveal an important and a concept that looks really mysterious, a concept that looks very intriguing. And it's just going to make people want to watch to find out what that concept is and how it can benefit them. Now, number 2, the second intro style is a movie style intro. This is basically having B-roll and just narrating, doing a voiceover. So you're not actually talking to the camera. There's no A-roll until maybe 15 seconds into the video. I've done this many times. It does work for a lot of videos, but it's based on your style, your creativity. And if you can't pull this one off properly, then you probably shouldn't do it. This is going to require a very good microphone, a very good camera, very good color grading, and just very good production quality in general. So number 3 is the imagine what you would feel like intro. So this is an intro where you just allow somebody to future project themselves into their desired reality or their desired dream. So it's like me telling you in this video, imagine what it would feel like if you made every single intro so good that every single one of your videos got more views than you could imagine, right? It makes you imagine the positive outcome that you're looking for. And number 4 is a dated intro. This is an intro with a date or a timeline. You can start a video off and saying, in 2024, I did this, and then you continue and tell a story. This is storytelling, but with a timeline. So in 2023, I went to college. In 2025, I decided to take YouTube full time, and I decided to go all in with my friend, etc., etc. And now intro style number 5. This is a full announced title. So this one is very simple, yet it is very safe, and it works most of the time. So if the video is titled how to create a killer intro to blow up your YouTube channel, that is exactly what I'm going to say in the first part of the video, at the very start. If my video title is the mindset that changed my life, I'm going to start off saying, this is the mindset that changed my life. This is basically setting the expectations from the very beginning that you're going to give the viewer exactly what they were looking for. And now the final intro style is the storytelling intro. It is literally just telling people a story, taking people through your life, your worldview, and the story that you have. Now, if you're enjoying content like this and you find it valuable, then subscribe to this channel where we're going to be posting more of these in-depth breakdowns. Now, part number 3, building an intro. You see, all of this knowledge is nice on the surface, but it is the execution, it is the action part that most people get lost in. So the intro template, it is always best to follow one format for all of your videos. This gives people a repeatable viewer experience. Back to back, they just watch one video, they go to the next, and this tells YouTube this is a channel worth pushing out. So you're going to want to ideally build an intro template that allows you to save your time when scripting a video. And remember, we're not aiming for perfection. We don't want one perfect intro. We want every single intro to be consistent and better time and time again. So let's talk about editing. When you're editing a video, you're going to need A-roll, you're going to need B-roll, you're going to need some type of background music. It just helps. And sound effects you don't always need depending on what video style you're trying to make. But for most of us, you're not going to need sound effects. You're going to need text, maybe some motion graphics, maybe some animation. It depends on if you have an editor or if you're doing the editing yourself. Now, with editing, you're always going to want to put more editing and put more effort into the first 30 seconds of the video. And then from second 30 to minute 5 or however long your video is, you're going to want to progressively edit less and less and less. So this is called smart editing. Because think about it. If you spend an extra hour editing something in the 8th minute of a 10-minute video, like, how many people realistically are sticking around till the 8th minute? Most viewers, they drop off, and like there's only 20% viewers who stick till the very end, maybe even less. So since most people are watching your video at the start from the first 30 seconds, then it makes sense to edit most of the editing at the very start and just save yourself time by editing less and less throughout the end of the video. So let's talk about setting plus first impression with the intro. Now, first impressions, they always last. You probably heard that before. First impressions are everything. So as soon as like the second that a person clicks on your video and something is off, like your camera quality is bad, your microphone is terrible, and like you're even using the inbuilt camera microphone, which has so much background noise, like people will just get turned off. Everything that the viewer sees and hears at the very start of the video sets the intention for the rest of the video, right? Everything matters, from microphone quality to camera quality to color grading to lights in the back to the whole environment, the whole background as well. And all of these things set the right impression. They set the intention. Now, if you don't set the right intention, it's going to be hard to make up for that later on in the video. And the viewer's probably gone already. So take everything that you've learned in this video today and actually write it down, practice it, and implement it for your YouTube channel so that you can grow. Now, my best friend and I, with whom I've worked on this channel and the other channel as well, and just gathered all the knowledge and the strategies, we're working on building a school community for content creators. We're going to use all of our combined knowledge and expertise in the YouTube game to help you scale your personal brand and grow to the numbers that you deserve. So Content OS, which is the name of the community, is going to come out at 1,000 subscribers. So we're excited. Let's go. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.